today we're going to show you how easy it is to make your own fresh bread at home, which is better for the environment, better for your wallet, and I think yummier. What do you think?
I love it. That's the best bread ever.
So we've gathered all of our ingredients, which are all easy to find. Bread flour has more protein than regular maida, but flour in general, even if you use maida, has fiber, protein, B vitamins, iron, and it's good for your digestion. So that's why we're making that, especially when you make it homemade. You know there isn't any extra oil or extra preservatives.
Also, sorry to interrupt, but if you're getting confused in iron, like the copperish iron, the alloy, and the vitamin, it's actually the vitamin we're talking about, not the metal.
Okay, thank you. So first you put your flour into the bowl, you measure it out. It's 3 1/4 cups, or about 425 grams. So you can see I have that measured out here already. And then you just add a couple more things and mix it together. So we're adding 2 teaspoons of salt and 2 teaspoons of yeast. Akash, you want to add the yeast in?
Yeah.
And that helps the bread rise and get fluffy and have those nice yummy holes in it.
Yeah. Otherwise, if it doesn't get it, it would just still be small. But we want it to rise so that it can get more thicker.
And now we're going to mix it all together so the yeast is evenly distributed. And now, Akash, would you like to pour the water in?
Ooh, the water.
So this is 3 1/4 cups, or 360 mLs. And he's going to pour it right in gently.
Oh, there's some on my hand.
That's okay. And now here's the fun part. You get to, okay, so you can see, obviously I've washed my hand, but basically all you want to do is make sure everything is put together into a nice dough. It's very sticky, you can see, and that's how you want it to be. So you don't have to knead it all, just make sure it's all together. And now we're gonna take some plastic wrap, or whatever cover. You don't have to use plastic wrap, just cover up the bowl. You can use a kitchen towel, that's fine. And now we let the yeast do its job. The yeast is going to make the bread rise and get bigger. So we're just going to keep. Okay, it's been about 3 hours, and you can see the bread has gotten, or the dough has gotten much bigger. You can see the little bubbles, and you can see maybe how much gas is trapped under there. And Akash wants me to remind you, yeast is a living organism, and so they release carbon dioxide, right? And that's what this gas is. So that's pretty cool, a science lesson too. Okay, so now we're gonna take the plastic wrap off, and we're gonna put it onto some parchment paper with the dough. And it's, as you can see, it's still very, very sticky. This is what makes the bread rustic. And then we're going to cover it up with a kitchen towel and let it sit for another half an hour. And during that half an hour, you take your baking container. I like using a Dutch oven, and you can see mine is very well loved. And you're going to take that and you're going to put it into the oven while the oven heats up to 450 degrees Celsius. I'm sorry, 450 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 220 degrees Celsius, if you can get it that high. Basically the highest your oven will go. It just needs really hot air. So we'll show you, but the pot will be nice and hot, and we're just gonna plop the bread in there to cook, okay? So we'll come back in half an hour. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes. You can see our bread has gotten even bigger. It's still sticky. So this part should only be done by a grown-up, because it's very hot. Carefully. Watch your hands. Try to adjust it. There we go. So it's kind of squeezed in there. Cover it up. And we'll show you the end product. Okay, our bread is out and it's cool enough for me to touch. So it smells delicious. We'll slice it up and maybe we'll show you a healthy sandwich you can make with this too. Hi everyone, we're back and we're gonna make an easy lunch or snack. I've already chopped some of our ingredients, but I'll tell you what everything is. This is 200 grams of tofu, 1 onion, 1 shimla mirchi or green pepper, and then we've got mustard, eggless mayo, smoked paprika, does not have to be hot, kali miri black pepper, and some kala namak or black salt, which I will add. And it's easy to make, takes about 5 minutes as you'll see. And already we have someone sampling the bread in the background, if you remember the bread we made yesterday. So we take 1 tablespoon of mustard, about, doesn't have to be exact. And there's a new pack of mayo. Okay, and about 1 tablespoon of mayo. Perfect. And we're going to put about half a teaspoon of smoked paprika in. This is not baking, so nothing has to be exact, which is good. You can make it to your taste. Take some black pepper. Take some kala namak, just a couple pinches. And then we're just gonna mix it up, mix all of the spices and condiments together until everything, and we're getting a nice aroma of kala namak. All right. And then you just take all of your veggies and tofu. And you can add whatever you like. Normally I add fresh dill, but I realized I didn't have any, so this is what we're making it with today. So again, the tofu, onion. Another thing that would be really good is green onions.
Green onions?
Mm-hmm.
There's such things?
Scallions, green onions.
Oh, you mean
And then we're just gonna,
grass shaped ones?
yes.
Oh.
And then we're just gonna mix everything together. So the mayo mixture and mustard mayo mixture coats the tofu. It actually tastes best if you keep it in the fridge for a little bit so it gets cool. But the tofu is in the fridge, so this should still taste good. And you can eat it just like it is, or you can put it on
bread.
a sandwich. And remember the bread we made yesterday? It's all ready to make a nice sandwich.
And tasty.
And tasty. So you just put it on the sandwich. And a nice healthy, low fat, no cholesterol, full of vitamins from all those veggies, and from the tofu, and from the bread. And it has lots of protein, so it'll fill you up.
Everything.
And there you go, our tofu salad sandwich. Okay, now we're gonna show you how to make a healthier dessert. Some chocolate ice pops. With just a couple ingredients, you can make these at home and they're ready in just a couple hours in your freezer. So our ingredients are here. We have any plant-based milk. I was able to get an almond and coconut, which gives it a nice flavor. So a cup of this, half a cup of cocoa powder, unsweetened, half a cup of any natural sweetener. You can use agave syrup, maple syrup, coconut sugar, and then a little bit of vanilla. All right, so now we're gonna put everything into a bowl. Akash, you ready?
Half teaspoon.
Oh, sorry, half teaspoon, yes. You ready? You wanna pour in the milk?
Yes. I wonder what this one tastes like.
We'll find out. And that's half cup of cocoa powder,
Yep.
a third cup of agave nectar, agave syrup, secret ingredient,
vanilla extract.
Akash's favorite.
Tastes always.
So then you mix it in really well. Try to get all the lumps out.
From the cocoa powder.
Alright, so now everything is nicely mixed together, nice and smooth, and we're going to put it into our popsicle molds, or ice pop molds.
Anything you want to call it.
You try to make it nice and even if you can.
Or you could,
Oops.
or you could make it uneven at first and then see all what they look like and then add up to fill up to them. I think this is uneven.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Can't waste any of that. And also, if there is a little way too much for your popsicle molds or too little, you might need to build it up.
Okay, now we're going to put the covers on that have the sticks already there, you can see. And after about 3 to 4 hours, they should be frozen enough to eat. We'll show you the end result, don't worry.
And also, if it doesn't come out at first try, please try and use it with any safe knife. But please ask
No.
an adult for help.
You don't need a knife. We'll show you how to take it out.
Oh.
Okay, now we're ready for dessert. Remember that chocolate ice pop we made yesterday? We could have had it last night, but we decided to leave it for a while in the freezer to make sure it's nice and set. So just before the video, I ran it under warm water for a little bit to make sure that it comes out properly. You have to squeeze it a little too usually. There it comes.
Oh, perfect.
And look at that beautiful popsicle. Now we need a taste tester. Is it yummy?
That's even better than last time.
There you have it, folks. Hope you can make this nice summer treat at home.